Okay, so let's move on to the solo. I'm gonna go through this relatively quickly again. It's one of those things you'll have to kind of keep pausing. I'll keep going back over what we've done as slow as possible, but I'm not going to go through the name of every single note. I'll do as many as I can, as many seem appropriate. But if you do have a problem with going too fast, then just pause the video and just go back over it, a couple of times. So yeah, we're starting off the solo. On that kind of chord. Okay, so we have. Alright, so we have a bend on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So bend, release, pull off, then bend again, and we have vibrato at the top there. So and then we play our A chord. We'll just give it a stab. Now we do the same thing again. Bend, off, release, and we'll just play the 4th fret of the 3rd string again. So we go. Now we play our an E chord. Now this E chord, it's known as a C shape. Well, I call it a C shape E chord, which means that it's part of the cage system. If you know that system, you'll know that that's a C. Right? If you move a C up 4 frets, you get E. Okay, but you don't always need those 4 strings. So we take off the top one and we just play this. What that is, what I'm doing there is I'm barring 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings, and then put my 2nd finger on the 5th fret, 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 6th fret, 4th string. So we have. That's the 3rd of the bit. So bend, release, pull off. Then we're on the 4th fret, 4th string. Sorry, rhythm was a bit wrong. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's. Now, next note. A lot of attack on this note, so hit it quite hard. 2nd fret, 3rd string. Okay. And then we go to 4th fret, 4th string, and then very lightly we hit the 5th fret of that same string. So you go. Okay. So that move, it's a rake. Okay, so we have. Okay. So raking is mute these strings. Okay, so I'm muting it with my right hand. Okay, the strings I don't need. This will take a lot of getting used to, but again, it's right hand stuff. Don't obsess over getting the left hand perfect, because the right hand has so much more. It has so much more of your emotion and your kind of feel in it. Okay, the left hand gets the notes. Your right hand is to me is the real kind of driving force behind feeling and emotion and expression in your playing. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so we rake into that note, and then we go. So pull, or you play the 4th fret, 3rd string, off, and then you hammer on, pull off, and then go down to the 5th there. So you go. Okay. So far we have. Hard, soft. Okay, now this next move is quite nice. Right? What we're doing is, after we play that note on the 5th fret, 4th string, we slide it up 2 frets, and we bring these other 2 fingers in, so it forms that A chord. So we're going. Okay. Okay. Then we bend up the 8th fret, 2nd string. Okay, now we play the 5th fret, 1st string. So we have we're bending the 7th fret, up 1 fret, we're bending it, release, and then down to 5th. So we have, now we do the same thing on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, down to the 2nd. So we have, now this next little bit is quite tricky. I'll play the whole thing slowly and play it 2 or 3 times, so hopefully you'll be able to get a grasp of it. Let me see now. This way. So it's going. Okay. A very Stevie Ray Vaughan type of thing to do. Again. Right. So from that A chord we have. Right. So the next part of the solo is going to start from 3 slides. Okay, and this is kind of going to be the section that will kind of divide the two parts of the solo, right? What those slides are. Sorry, actually, before we get into the slides, I'll just go over what we have so far. Sorry. Alright, do it once more. Messed up a little bit in the middle there because it's quite tricky to play this slow when you're used to playing it fast. But I'll just redo this again. I'll try and do it slow again, right? So just play what we have so far. Okay, now the 3 slides. Just going 4 to 6 on the 3rd string. Again, up to 11 and 10. 10 on the 2nd string, so. Right, now we have back down to our root note of the A. Bend the 8th. So we have right, so we have right, that is went down to the open E and then played that same E chord. So from the 3 slides again we have. Notice that on the 3rd slide I was up here, but I came down and just slid into the exact same position again. So I went. Okay, next little bit is. So. Okay. Alright, so we have. Now we have very quick bend. the 7th fret. Okay, so that's the 7th fret. Bend up to the 9th, release. To the 5th, then down to the 7th on the 4th string. Okay, now we have our D thing that we should be quite familiar with. And we're back to the A. So that D is. Okay. Now we have. So D. And we're into the next couple of chords before the key change. So the next video we're going to go over the chords that are in between the solo and the key change. So see you in the next video.